So look at this, guys. After about an hour of scooping around the fringes of algae over there, look at what we have. We have about, I'd say roughly between 10 to 20 newts. Look at that. Of all colours, beautiful different colorations there. There are a few blonde ones, a few speckled ones. There's some really small ones and some larger individuals. But you can see there, they're all babies. There's no more adults around at this time of the year. And if you can see there around, they are destroying all of this, and they've begun destroying all the bark, all of the trees, anything. And it's just a matter of time till this place here is gonna be destroyed. That's why I've decided to get all of these newts here into a jar, and I'm gonna bring them home to my aquarium. So I'm back at home. I've got all the newts here, and I wanted to give you guys one last look at the original. Here we have him. I can probably recognize him. He's got the pinky gills. He's got some pink gills. He's got two stripes on his side. There's one that looks pretty much identical in there. And he's got the two stripes, a line in the middle. But it's especially those pinky gills. And I'll remember him. I won't forget him. But anyway, I've given these guys like about 10 minutes just to, calm down. There's a few bigger ones and there's a few tiny ones. But there's no magic in here. I'm just gonna dump them in more water. That will be good. There we go. Oh my god, there's left behind ones. That's all. There we go. Look, we can probably now have a proper count. So, 14. So there's about 14 probably 15. So there's definitely between about 14 to 20 of these little newts. Here's the original, and there they are. Newts feed on tadpoles. They will feed on small crustaceans of all sorts and worms. And a bigger newt could easily mistake a smaller newt for a tadpole and just eat it like that. Like, for them, food is food. They don't really care where it's from, if it's family or not. So here we have one of the newts battling around with a little bloodworm. You can see these guys are really small. They do have quite some trouble eating some bloodworms. Look at that there. Newts are very fast at attacking their prey. Like, they can be a bit clumsy, but when they see the worm move, they're immediately on it. Like, I don't have much time to pull out my phone, and they'll already having their worm in their mouth. You can see there. This one's a slightly bigger individual compared to some of the smaller ones. Let me show you some of the small ones. Look at that one there. Absolutely tiny. And so I went to the shop and I got some gravel. As you can see, it's changed a bit. I mean, a lot. It has changed. You can see that there's now a gravel bottom. That's the word. And there's a few rocks about. They really like it. Some of the older newts are actually already starting to take gulps of air. You can see this one here. He's out of the water. They do climb about out of the water and take gulps of air. The older ones, the ones with the smaller gills, like this one here. If I can focus on that, you can see that it's got much smaller gills than the smaller individuals. That's because slowly their gills are going back into their head. I say they're like sucking back in their gills, and they will develop lungs. And to, flex those lungs and to start using them, they have to take gulps of air every so often. But they don't rely on these gulps of air to live. It's just so that they can flex their lungs and grow them. And eventually they will become terrestrial newts. That's part of their life cycle. They go onto land, they leave A bit like frogs, they'll leave for a bit and then they'll come back to breed as fully grown, matured newts.